Hey everybody, I'm Bill Vencil. This is Chords of Orion, and you may have noticed I haven't posted much in the last few weeks here on the channel. There's a reason for that. I'm actually having trouble playing guitar. Here's what's going on. I've got this situation where if I keep my arms bent for more than a minute or two, my arm begins going numb from my elbow up to the palm of my hand. It is really annoying. It started within the last few weeks when my posting frequency decreased. And I feel like it's probably due to me overdoing it in terms of the next phase of this studio build out and some other demolition work I've been doing around the house. I actually had a huge dumpster in my driveway, and it was really cathartic to fill it up with all kinds of crap. But in doing so, I think I probably overdid it. And I'm seeing a doctor. The jury's kind of still out as what's going on, but my feeling is there's probably some inflammation in both of my elbows that are creating a nerve situation, like the inflammation is pressing on the nerve when I bend my arms. But the upshot is, regardless, I really can't play much at this point. I'm playing a little bit now, but this is about all I can do. It's really painful, numbing, to play my acoustic guitars. Oh, I really miss that. I feel like it'll come back, but it's super annoying. So I thought I would do a quick video to talk about how to cope when you have a physical ailment that prevents you from playing guitar. And I know from experience on this channel that many of you have physical ailments that are way more serious than numbness that I'm experiencing right now with this elbow thing. So I want you to know that I respect that and I understand that. And actually, what I would love for you all to do is drop a comment and talk to me about what your physical ailment is and how you're coping with it in terms of playing your instrument. So I've got a few suggestions here of how to cope when you have a physical ailment that prevents or limits your ability to play guitar. Number one, I need another note here. Oh yeah. Number one, don't beat up on yourself. Seriously. Don't be hard on yourself because you have a physical limitation, a situation. That's really kind of self-defeating, isn't it? I could say, Bill, what did you do that for? Why did you hurt your elbows? Maybe there are some things I could have done better to prevent the injury, but it's there. It's done. It is what it is, right? So there's only one path forward. There's no path backwards. There's only a path forward in terms of healing and hopefully getting back the ability to play more often. Number two, I think it's important to try and figure out what's going on. So, as I mentioned, I am seeing a doctor. I'm planning on continuing to try and figure out what's going on so that I can understand the best way to move forward. If the doctor comes back and says, Bill, in order to resolve this problem, you need to lay off the guitar for the next 2 months. I'm going to cry, but guess what? I'm going to do that because there's a there's a longer term benefit coming down the pike, and that is hopefully the ability to pick up my guitar again. Now, I'm hoping it's not quite like that for me. But if you do have an ailment, see a doctor about it, get professional advice, try to figure out what's going on so that you can determine the right course of action for treatment, for working around it, for healing, whatever it might be. Number three is understanding what your current limits are. My current limits are kind of what I'm doing right now. I can fool around. Frippertronic's not bad. Acoustic guitar has to be out because of the tension on the strings and the position and the width of the body. So understand what your limits are and play within the limits. I can only play for 10 minutes at a time right now. It's not what I want, but it's what I have, so that's what I'm going to do. And work to ensure that you don't make the injury worse than it is by your playing, right? So stay within the limits. Number 4, if you do have a choice, pick the instrument in your stable that is the easiest to play. So this particular Ibanez is super easy to play. It's easy to get around on. I've got it set up so that the tension is like nice. The action is nice and low. It's just, I can just kind of touch it and play the guitar, which is where I need to be right now. Again, I'd love to be playing my acoustic Loudon guitar with medium gauge phosphor bronze strings tuned to dadgad. Ooh, yeah, it sounds beautiful, but it's not in the cards right now. This is in the cards because it's so much easier to play. Number 5, try to get involved in other aspects of your art than just the physical act of playing the instrument. So for me, part of what I'm doing is that computer back there. I'm going back through some of my old catalog. There are actually a few pieces that are laying around unfinished. So I'm going back and revisiting them and working on a little bit of remixing, and then also some planning for the future of adding additional tracks to finish off the pieces. Now, your situation may not be precisely the same as mine, but think about it. Are there things that you can do to be involved in your art that don't require actually playing the instrument? Could be things like doing research on songs that you want to learn in the future, or maybe a little bit of music history about the particular genre that you enjoy playing. It could be any number of things like that to help you continue to progress and learn, and help you to continue to feel good about your music and your art. So I'll keep you guys up to date on my situation over the next few weeks, month or so, whatever it is. In the meantime, though, again, if you do have physical limitations and you've got advice for the rest of us about how to cope with, deal with physical limitations and playing an instrument, definitely drop a comment below. Let's get a conversation going about it, and let's support and help each other. As always, I will see all of you on that next video.